Точно проснулись.
My scalpel hungers.
This meat is so plump and juicy. Cleaning, 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 it never ends. From the strangest places, and the blood never fully washes away. Cleaning, 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 it never ends.
Oh, there you are again. You must have taken a liking to this place. Up for another game? Feel free to...
Cleaning up a trash disposal facility or unclogging all it.
Find any new clues, Marshal? Let me know if there's anything I...
Along.
The internet's free in this hotel.
This hotel's kitchen is humongous.
Really?
The status quo.
Oh my. I'll accept any.
The status.
Roller skating near the beach.
This hotel. Soon it'll be raining blood.
This meat is so delicious. Can you hear those cries? They're coming.
Oh, there you. Feel free to come back anytime. I'm sure we'll meet again. If you're lucky.
Can you hear those cries? They're coming. Doesn't it?
Time for a little soul surgery.
I stopped thinking about this place. Still tortures me.
Time for a little soul surgery. Soon it'll be raining blood.
Those are cows crying in the kitchen, right? You want to cook up good food.
Oh, there you. Feel free to come.
cleaning up a trash disposal facility or unclogging all the shit and piss from the subway toilet. Cleaning up a trash disposal facility.
Please. Let me go. Have mercy on me. Stop feeding me baby eyes, please.
Find any new clue? Let me know if there's...
Do you use Netscape or IE?
I heard this hotel's kitchen is so...
Roller.
The status quo.
Oh my, if it isn't Miss Marshall.
Up for a trade, perhaps? I'll accept any...
The status?
Roller skating near the beach.
I heard this whole.
Those are cows crying out, right?
Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. It never ends. Never fully rested.
What's this sausage made out of? No, stop. No more. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to get addicted to this stuff.
Change of despair! God! Again! Shit! Change of despair! Shit! You! Shit! You! Shit! You! Shit! Ah! Shit! Shit! You! Ah! Shit! Shit! You! Shit! You! Shit! Shit! You! Again!
Nigel Nyers. This one's got quite an intriguing background. He once worked as the head chef for an extremely famous hotel, until one fateful night. He had to cook for a certain politician's fundraising event. The sheer amount of food he was forced to prepare sent him off the deep end, and he began his downward spiral.
A political fundraiser ended up creating a serial killer who wears a chicken mask. How?
The The fundraiser was held on a Tuesday, right after a 3-day weekend. Unable to purchase all his ingredients from his usual sources, Nigel was forced to call upon a local butcher who he'd never worked with before.
He had to start his preparations by cutting up the meat himself.
Exactly. Then, after exhausting himself by slicing through pounds and pounds of meat, he apparently had an accident. According to the files, Nyers cut off his own 2 legs with the butcher's electric saw, and was soon fired. Several years later, Nigel finally found the strength to make a return to the culinary world. But due to his accident, no one would hire him.
Which lit the flame of self-righteous resentment within him.
Correct. When he visited the hotel again while searching for a job, Nigel happened to see that same politician having another party. Luxurious meals decorated every table. And for the main event, a freshly roasted chicken was to be cut in front of everyone. For some reason, the moment Nyers saw that chicken, he empathized with it. And so, he murdered all 28 guests before fleeing. Ever since, Nyers has been attacking parties all over the US in his chicken mask, terrorizing the nation with a smorgasbord of murder.
Well, that's certainly a mad way to try and make the world a better place. Oh, and let me guess, there are different stories for the cows and shrimp?
I'm not sure. The page simply says, at some point, a surge was seen in killers wearing cow and shrimp masks, and their crimes gradually became more violent.
How painfully human.
Hey, this isn't funny.
Why so tense, servant? It's very simple. This Nigel character harbored strong emotions, not unlike that monstrous baseball boy. A type of obsession, if you will. In other words, my hypothesis was right on the mark.
My scalp hungers. What an uncommon specimen to encounter midst filth. Name yourself, creature.
And here I presumed my reputation would precede me. Just how clueless can one person be, Marshall Bernstein? Or perhaps you prefer to be called Dominic Pepard.
You know my name? Doesn't feel like you're an ally, though.
I am Eve Jenkins, a world-class fashion model, if I may say so myself. I also happen to have 130 million followers on social media from all over the world. What's wrong? Surprised?
A truly useless number if I've ever seen one. Drowning oneself in obsequiousness, all in order to earn likes from people you don't even know. No different from a beggar on the street, if you ask me.
How rude. I suppose you really do operate on a completely different system of ethics than the average human.
Yes, because I never lie.
How admirable. But what about the young lady who's in there with you?
What do you mean?
Is she on board with all of your unique morals?
As far as I can tell, she has a degree of prudency about her.
Perhaps, as far as resisting the tide of the status quo is concerned. But that's not what I'm talking about. Do you think she'd be as cooperative if she ever found out about what you've done?
Stop beating around the bush and just say what you mean.
You're deeply connected to the death of Justine's father, aren't you, Dominic Pepard?
Yes, I am.
Not even going to try and hide it, are you?
Pointless. My servant is already aware of the circumstances.
I see. But what if the truth ends up being different from what she's currently envisioning? Hey, Justine, can you hear me? You can't trust this man. He's not the person you think he is. He's a true monster, cruel, cunning, and evil. If you want to know the real truth, you need to come over to our side. She can easily make all your dreams come true.
I think I've become a tad bored of watching your puke performances.
Shut up. Whoa! Ah!
What's wrong, servant? Cat got your tongue?
Poltergeist?
Yes, perhaps.
How can you not be scared right now?
On the contrary, what are you afraid of? Paranormal activity is simply proof that something abnormal is afoot on this plane. In other words, we're on the right track. If anything, it should give us more confidence that our bloodshed shall bear fruit.
Hello again. I'll always be here.
Find any new clues, Mark? Apparently, there used to be a large restaurant next to the hotel, but it was closed up after an unfortunate incident. It was called the Long Pig Steakhouse. Terrible name, don't you think?
You think that steakhouse is related to your sister's disappearance?
I don't know, but I'm going to investigate every possible clue.
True. That is a basic rule of any good investigation. What was the unfortunate incident?
One Thanksgiving, a young man delivered some turkeys to the steakhouse and never returned home. 18 hours later, he was found hanging in a freezer in the back of the steakhouse. He was still alive, but all 4 of his limbs had been chopped off, and he could barely communicate.
That's really gross.
The head chef at the time became the lead suspect, and he's still on the run. According to the records, this is what the chef said to the delivery boy. "You murdered these poor birds? What are you, a serial killer?"
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Beats me. But that was the last thing the delivery boy remembered before he woke up in a freezer with all his limbs chopped off. They managed to save his life, but he supposedly swore off meat from that day forward.
That doesn't surprise me.
There's more to the story, though. The steakhouse put on a lavish event that Thanksgiving where they served a massive smorgasbord of turkey meat. But afterwards, all the turkeys the boy had delivered were found wrapped up in the freezer, as if no one had ever touched them.
You mean
I guess no one will ever know for sure what really happened. All the evidence got lost in the customers' stomachs, after all. After the Friday witch hunt incident, outsiders made sure to keep their distance from the village.
Makes sense.
But once people started to forget about it, the village was sold off again. And around the year 1800, someone turned one of its old mansions into a lodging facility. The Twilight Border Unification Fund, Black Rose Scientific Group, and Golden Friendship Society were all involved in managing the property as well.
The shady history of the area lured in a bunch of occult groups, huh?
It ended up becoming a very popular lodging facility.
As if we needed more proof that this whole area is cursed.
Time passed, however, and in the 1980s, Antlers Pharmaceutical became the new owners of the property and completely remodeled everything. Apparently, it was only thanks to a lone female executive that the hotel became so modernized.
She was able to wash its past away, huh? I guess that's a good thing.
Not exactly.
Why not?
Some people think Antlers Pharmaceutical was originally started by people from the Morning Bell Mercantile Trust.
But if Antlers Pharmaceutical was started by people from the Morning Bell Mercantile Trust, that would mean the hotel's original owners reclaimed it after several hundred years.
And that's not all.
What else could there possibly be?
The Twilight Border Unification Fund, Black Rose Scientific Group, and Golden Friendship Society were all originally offshoots of the MBMT as well.
You mean Morning Bell was a very old group from Europe that simply changed its name in order to retain ownership over this land for generations and generations?
That's right. I've never encountered something so unsettling before.
Why is this land so important to them?
There must be something very special here. Something that both of us still have yet to discover. Let me know if there's anything I can do to...
E-commerce is where...
Ding, ding-a-ling. Welcome to Miss... If you want a fortune, you'll need to offer... So long.
I heard a rumor about the boiler in the basement.
These
Rumor has it.
Oh my. There are other drinks besides milk that soothe heartburn as well. Here's some more advice for your ears only. Take, for example, apple juice. The pectin in the apple skin has the power to help the intestines regulate themselves. Therefore, drinking apple juice is not only nutritious, but also good for cleaning out the digestive tract.
That sounds great! Perfect for the symptoms I've been having, too.
There is one downside, however. Apple juice contains a great deal of sugar, and it loses a lot of its fiber in the juicing process.
Meaning?
You run the risk of making your blood sugar skyrocket. Nothing to worry about for a perfectly healthy individual, but you should refrain from drinking it after strenuous exercise or when your stomach is particularly empty. If you were to chug apple juice when your blood sugar is already low, it would create an insulin explosion, causing your blood sugar to violently fluctuate.
Ah! You're scaring me! I didn't want to hear about that. Isn't there anything normal I can drink without worrying about any weird limitations or side effects?
Not a fan of the apple, eh? Huh. In that case, how about hot water?
Hot water?
Yes, hot water is the best way to deal with heartburn. If you like, I could boil some spring water I collected from a nearby stream and serve it to you once it's cooled down.
Okay. Can I have some?
Of course. That'll be $24.55 for one glass, Miss Marshall. Shall I bill it to your room? Have you tried playing the pinball game that appears in your dreams?
I don't know.
Ah, you don't want to tell me about it, do you? So be it. Considering the times we live in, it's indeed wise to choose one's allies and enemies carefully.
What do you mean?
In these times, it'll be tough to survive if you choose your allies solely based on who's kind to you and who isn't. Everyone wears a mask, after all.
You're on my side, right?
That depends on how you look at things.
What's that supposed to mean?
Currently, within Hotel Barcelona, you're the topic that most often graces my ears. Everyone wants to ride on the winning horse. They're watching you carefully, and not even your slightest efforts escape their eyes.
Really?
You're in the ear of the storm. The eye, I suppose. And I do believe it's going to become the biggest storm in the history of this hotel.
Are you trying to say that my actions are going to affect everyone's futures? And could even ruin their lives?
Yes, you can certainly interpret my words in that manner.
Well, that's a problem. I'm only here because of personal reasons. I don't want to feel responsible for other people's futures as well.
That's certainly a very irresponsible thing for you to say.
Why?
You are aware of how powerful you are, yet you would rather choose to ignore it. Then you're no different from a thief who steals a bell while plugging their ears up to pretend like nothing's wrong.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
But it's the truth, is it not?
Then what am I supposed to do? Is there no way to make everyone happy in the end?
A difficult question, to be sure. Everyone wants something different, just as our ears all have different shapes. And wouldn't you agree that dreams of the future are simply that? Dreams that could easily fade away like the faintest of clouds?
Then what am I supposed to do?
I haven't the foggiest, but I do hope you find the answer soon. I'll accept any number.
Rumor has it that we'll...
These NKOTB pens.
I heard a rumor about the boiler in the basement.
E-commerce.
I lost so many copies.
How are you enjoying your stay, Miss?
Do you have a moment?
Is something the matter?
The room I'm staying in is really nice and everything, but it sounds like the person next door to me charged straight into the wall.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
I heard this big boom, then the pictures on the wall suddenly fell off. Must have been a kid or something next door.
That's very strange, particularly because there's no one in the room next to yours, Miss Bernstein. At Hotel Barcelona, we always do our best to provide the best possible rooms to the brave souls who are working their hardest for the sake of our country. Therefore, I was ordered to make sure no one reserved any rooms surrounding yours for the duration of your stay.
But the pictures really did fall.
It must have been a poltergeist then.
A poltergeist?
You needn't worry, Miss Bernstein. It happens quite often, actually.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Are you sure my room's really safe to sleep in?
What exactly do you mean?
You said that everyone who slept there killed themselves afterwards, right? I'm scared. I mean, it feels a bit too special to me.
Oh, you needn't worry about that, Miss Bernstein. Not everyone who slept in that room ended up committing suicide, you know.
Huh? Oh, right. I guess you didn't necessarily say everyone. Sorry for jumping to conclusions.
But if you're asking me whether or not I think that room is cursed, I'd have to say the possibility is very high.
Huh? Wait.
In the 1920s, there existed a woman who had a very special love for our hotel.
There's more to this story?
But of course, Miss Bernstein. Now that I've told you this much, you can't expect me to just stop all of a sudden. Please listen to the end, won't you? I'll skip over the details, but in short, she loved bathing to such a degree that she always took 3 bubble baths a day. One morning, a housekeeper knocked on her door before entering to clean it and got no response. The woman wasn't answering the phone either. Fearing an accident occurred and left without any choice, the housekeeper used a master key to enter the woman's room. And once she got inside, she saw...
Okay, I get it. The woman committed suicide, right?
Wrong.
Wrong? Then what happened?
When the housekeeper opened the door to a room, she heard a strange noise coming from the bath. Squelch, slurp, gulp. She nervously went over and opened the door to the bathroom and saw the woman sucking blood from the corpse of a dead puppy. The moment she lay eyes on the woman, the housekeeper let out a shriek and tried to run, but she slipped. Soon, someone else overheard the commotion and ran into the room, only to see the woman happily sucking blood out from a wound on the fallen housekeeper's body. Ever since then, rumor has it that you can hear the sound of blood being slurped in the bathroom at night.
I should have known better than to ask you another question about that room. What sort of person is Andrea Pearson, the hotel's owner?
An amazing woman. Of that you can be sure. She's an executive of Antlers Pharmaceutical, whose headquarters is located in the Northeast.
She's an executive of a pharmaceutical company. How did she become the owner of this hotel then?
In 1985, Antlers Pharmaceutical bought up all the land around these parts in order to build a new factory. After coming to survey the land, however, Miss Pearson became enamored with its beauty and decided to turn it into a resort hotel surrounded by nature.
So she decided to dabble in the travel industry?
Yes, that's right. She redesigned our original main building and built several others around it, turning this hotel into a massive leisure facility. I hear she even created a new business unit for this hotel all on her own, without anyone to help her, and brilliantly led it into the realms of success.
Wow, she really does sound like an incredible person. But if she was an executive in 1985, how old is she now? She looked really young when I saw her.
Come now, Miss Bernstein. You should know better than to ask about a woman's age.
I'd like to talk to Miss Pearson again, if possible.
What happens to be the trouble, Miss Bernstein? If it's a request regarding your stay here, I'll be more than happy to deliver your message.
No, it's not about that. I'd just like to chat with her a bit.
How terribly vague. Unfortunately, in that case, I'm sorry to say that you most likely will not be able to speak with her. She's very busy attending meetings with celebrities and business tycoons from all over the states. No, from all over the world, I should say.
But I'm a U.S. Marshal!
Yes, I'm aware of that. But you're currently here on vacation, aren't you? I believe you stopped by here on your way back from escorting someone. In which case, you're no different from any of our other guests. Now, if you wish to schedule a meeting, you'll have to contact the company and make an appointment first.
But she's here right now, isn't she? Why do I have to go contact the company first? This sounds really suspicious.
Not as suspicious as you, though. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Bernstein? Honestly, when you walked in here in the middle of the night and asked me if there were any rooms open, the shock nearly stopped my heart. Your clothes were in tatters, you were carrying no luggage, you didn't even have a cell phone on you. If I hadn't been able to verify that your U.S. Marshal badge was real, I'm afraid you would have had to walk home that night.
I guess you got me there.
Please let me know if there's anything else I may...
What do you want?
You really think the witch is somewhere within this hotel?
Don't make me repeat myself. This place has her name written all over it.
But we haven't come up with any concrete evidence so far.
Trust me, we're on the right track. The fact that our car got attacked on our way here is more proof than anything else.
Technically, it was the exterminator who got attacked, not us.
Are you sure about that? If there's anything that bitch knows how to do, it's cheat. I'm sure she's got her eyes on us.
You may have a point.
More importantly, are you prepared to attain vengeance when we find out that my hunch was right after all?
What are you talking about?
She's most likely assumed some sort of humanoid shape. I don't want you turning tail and running when the time comes. Don't think I've forgotten how much you humans excel in rationalizing yourselves away from murder.
You don't need to worry about that. I want to avenge my father.
I certainly hope so. In the meantime, I'll trust that your human shortcomings won't pop up at an inopportune time.
You said we won't be able to break through the barrier unless we defeat the witch, right?
Yes, that's correct. As far as I know, she's the only one capable of such a feat.
She's the only one who can make things loop around like this?
Indeed. I'm not privy to the details, but she's calling back souls of the dead in order to make them relive their torment. So like her, spiteful, laborious, and vexum.
So we'll have to keep doing this over and over again until we stop her?
Exactly. What do you look so worried about?
Well, this heartburn, it really hurts. I just wish I didn't have to keep going through it over and over again.
What? You're more worried about some measly heartburn than you are about your life?
Well, excuse me!
If anything, you should prove a fine opportunity for your gluttonous soul to learn a thing or two about temperance.
What? You've got no right to talk to me about temperance.
How dare you? Despite how I may look, I'm a skilled doctor. You should heed my advice, just like any other patient.
Ugh, you're the last person I'd ask to be my doctor.
Stubborn fool! I can cut your chest open and remove all your heartburn along with your puny heart if you so much as asked.
Just be quiet. What's going on in this place? Why did I see another version of me?
Don't make me repeat myself. They're all soul residue, traces of your soul.
Traces of my soul?
The human soul can transcend dimensions, just like how you can miss someone far away or mourn someone who died years ago. This world contains spots where it's easier than usual for such traces to remain. Haven't you ever experienced anything like that? Feeling like you're already familiar with a new place, song, or voice?
Deja vu?
Exactly. That property is especially prominent in this area. Someone must have done something very taboo here.
Something taboo enough to distort time and space itself?
Indeed. Traces of the soul don't always lead to beautiful things. Just like how love and sympathy can traverse time and space, the same is true for hatred and resentment. The obsessions of the human mind can summon up a frightening amount of energy, enough to kill people in some cases.
You think the person who created this barrier is utilizing that kind of energy?
Most likely.
I'm not trying to push my values onto you.
Just what?
I just don't want you to kill people for no reason.
Oh, but I'm not. They stood in my way and insulted me. That's more than enough reason for me to exterminate them.
But we have laws in modern society. Instead of killing them, you should just let the law deal with them.
That's a good one. You humans and your laws, so proud, so foolish.
What do you mean?
Who do you think created all your petty laws? Humans, of course. Laws created by humans, designed to promote the human agenda.
That's not true.
Stop playing dumb. How dare you try and tell me that killing is wrong? There are tons of cases of murder being legalized in human society, whether it's for self-defense or war. You also have ways of killing people through social means, allowing them to keep their physical life while depriving them of everything else. Bullying, ostracization, slander. You let people destroy each other as long as it's within the confines of the law. That's how you humans work, isn't it?
No!
Yes. Your laws are simply instructions on how to conquer the world through majority rule. Continue to idolize something like that, and you'll only be preventing yourself from learning about how the world truly works.
Are you being serious right now?
Of course. I don't lie.
Honestly, I didn't think our values were this incompatible.
Of course they're incompatible. I'm an ancient titan after all.
That wasn't a compliment.
If you require conversation, I'll be happy to humor you.